Right friends, welcome back to 5th capsule. We are going to deliberate on Rights of Persons with Disabilities Bill 2016. In spite of Parliament washout, I am talking about winter session of Parliament. In spite of washout of Parliament, this is one important bill. This, in addition to taxation laws second amendment bill, only these two bills were passed by Parliament. And this is one important legislation. This is Rights of Persons with Disabilities Bill 2016. Let us go back to history. We had one act of 1995 conferring rights on persons with disabilities, and subsequently we signed United Nations Convention on Persons with Disabilities in the year 2007, and that convention came into force in 2008, and in the year 2010 Sudha Kaul committee gave recommendations with regard to certain changes. And please don't forget, as per 2011 census, India has got around 2.2% of the population with various disabilities. Subsequently, the bill was passed now, and basically this is in alignment with the United Nations Convention on Persons with Disabilities. Basically, the crux of the matter is persons with disabilities. The people with disabilities should have rights just like other individuals. They should not be discriminated, right? So here 3-4 important changes were made. You can go through all these slides, but I would like to tell you 3-4 important changes. The total number of disabilities increased from 7 to 21. Reservation increased from 3% to 4. And the central government has got the power to add more types of disabilities whenever the need arises. So these are important points of the new disabilities bill, and if someone has any doubt with regard to this disabilities bill, basically I would like to inform you that it is intended for conferring rights on the persons with disabilities, and they should not be discriminated. They should have the rights just like other normal individuals. That is the main theory. And here another important aspect is, as far as the facilities required to be provided for persons with disabilities, private organizations are also included under the term establishment. As per 1995 Act, only government organizations were there, but now private organizations are also included. And here I have given the salient points. It replaces the existing Persons with Disabilities Act of 1995. Total disabilities increased from 7 to 21. Previously there were 7, increased to 21, and now more clarity came with regard to certain disabilities, and central government has kept the power to add more and more disabilities. The disabilities which were added include autism, cerebral palsy, muscular dystrophy. Please look into this slide. This is autism. Autism is difficulty in communication, then obsessive interests and repetitive behaviors. This is autism. Then at the same time, cerebral palsy. This is a permanent movement disorders. These are included along with the muscular dystrophy. Muscular dystrophy is muscle disease. This results in weakening and breakdown of skeletal muscles over a period of time. So these are all included, and speech and language disability as well as specific learning disability were added for the first time. Acid attack victims are also included, and 3 disorders related to blood, that is thalassemia, hemophilia and sickle cell disease, were identified as new categories. So there were several changes made in this Persons with Disabilities Bill of 2016. And here important points are, every child with the benchmark disability between the age group of 6 to 18 years have got right for free education. 6 to 18 years, they are eligible for right to education, and free education I am talking about. And at the same time, here the establishment term is defined to include private establishments also. Previously only government establishments were there, and now private establishments are also included, and the facilities required to be provided as per this act is equally applicable for both the private as well as public sector enterprises. Then reservation in government organizations increased from 3% to 4%. And another important legislation is district court may order guardianship for the disabled person because some of the disabled persons are not able to or not capable of taking decisions themselves. Under those circumstances, this guardianship can be declared by the district court. Then special courts will be designated in each district to handle cases concerning violation of rights of persons with disabilities. Then central and state advisory boards on disability will be constituted by the respective governments. Right, as I have already told you, this is in line with the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, which India is a signatory. And our government's actions like Accessible India campaign. At the same time, Sugamya Pustakalaya. You may ask, what is meant by Sugamya Pustakalaya? Sugamya Pustakalaya is India's largest online library for blind and print disabled. So recently, Indian government launched these two, and these are in alignment with United Nations Convention, and now Parliament passed this bill. So now we are moving towards the United Nations Convention. And finally, before conclusion, so many good things are there, no doubt about it. But certain things which the experts commented, one is the increase in reservations from 3% to 4% is not satisfactory. It should be 3% to 5% because lot many categories are added under persons with disabilities now. Second thing is the state as well as central commissions powers are limited. Certain experts felt that the powers should be equal to the civil court, but the government has not accepted to that recommendation. So there are very few shortcomings, but overall there are several aspects to look at the disadvantages of persons with disabilities, and the most important of them we have just now listed. 7 to 21 they are increased. Central government has got the right to declare any group as persons with disabilities. Not only that, reservation increased from 3% to 4%. Private establishments are also included in the category of establishment. So these are positive signs, and with this let us conclude this 5th capsule. Please do join for 6th capsule. Have a nice day. Thank you.